The Neo Brand Awards identify the brands that are earning Neo loyalty right now in 2026. 12 categories. The awards aren't externally influenced and can't be purchased or sponsored. We just use the evidence. Now, quick foundation, because this underpins everything. Neo's at 24% of Australians aged 14 plus, that's 5.5 million people. But they account for the majority of elective spending. They spend 3 times more than the 11.5 million Australians with a traditional mindset. It's likely that your clients' most valuable customers are disproportionately Neo. That's the pillar everything we're launching sits on. Now, a word on how we determine the winners, because this really matters. It's a 3-layer approach. Roy Morgan's single source data to identify brand leaders by penetration and preference. The Neo psychographic lens to assess emotional tone, ethical alignment, and creative leadership. And cultural and curatorial judgment to recognise emerging brands whose influence outpaces their current scale. And the result is a robust set of winners. So let's start with exploration travel. We have 2 award categories, Airline of the Year and Hotel and Resort of the Year. Singapore Airlines takes Airline of the Year with an outstanding Neo alignment score of 14 out of 15. The reason is pretty much straightforward. They make long haul a smooth passage. Grown-up service, fewer pain points, dignity at every handover. And the finalists were Air New Zealand and Qantas International. The lesson for any brand in this space: design the journey for flow as a system, not a series of disconnected touch points. Hotel and Resort of the Year goes to the splendid Longitude 131, also with 14 out of 15. It offers an immersive experience with First Nation and Discovery tours, adult standards, and a sense of earned access that really stays with you. Brisbane's Carlisle, last year's winner, and Jackalope on the Mornington Peninsula were close behind. Now, the insight here is that premium hospitality is increasingly felt in the body, what you can do and learn, not just what you can see. The shared insight across exploration. In 2026, premium travel has shifted from hardware to feeling, rational to emotional. The best brands are removing uncertainty, reducing friction, and treating guests as capable adults, not an audience for a performance. Next, the luxury category. And this year, it's awarded as winner only. No finalists listed. We do that deliberately to preserve rarity and cultural clarity. Paspaley Pearls wins Luxury Brand of the Year with 14 out of 15. We describe it as daylight luxury. Rarity with evidence, restraint with pleasure, a premium that feels like desire. The lesson for luxury brands is simple. Luxury holds up under scrutiny when it combines private pleasure with powerful proof. Craft, care, and integrity. Paspaley has all 3. Shopping covers 3 award categories: Retailer of the Year, Fashion Brand of the Year, and Daily Ritual Brand of the Year. Mecca takes Retailer of the Year, also with 14 out of 15. Mecca uses the store as a brand engine. Sampling, guidance, and confidence building, all done at scale. R.M. Williams and Uniqlo were the finalists. The insight for retailers: physical retail wins when it behaves like live media. Expertise, trial, and reasons to return that don't depend on discounting. Basak wins Fashion Brand of the Year with 13 out of 15. Defensible premium in a discount-obsessed category. Restraint, quality, and values without noise. Zimmerman, last year's winner, and Scanlan Theodore were close. As online marketplaces keep resetting low price expectations, The brands that survive are the ones that defend value in how things are created and worn, not through volume and not through discounts. The Daily Ritual brand of the year goes to Aesop with 14 out of 15. Repeatable pleasure with an intelligent spirit. Ritual, design and tone as a daily reward. Frank Green and Who Gives a Crap were finalists. The Insight, frequency is the growth lever when a brand becomes part of a daily ritual. The pleasure you feel often beats the novelty you feel once. The shared insight across shopping. The best experiences in 2026 reduce uncertainty and build confidence, whether in-store or through the product. The brands that win help Neos trust their own intuition. Now, the next category is Financial Partner of the Year. And again, Australian Ethical is the 2026 Financial Partner of the Year with 14 out of 15. Money with meaning, clarity and integrity that makes commitment feel welcome. Up and Wise were the two finalists. The direction across financial services, trust is becoming the ticket to play. Transparent value, clear control, and systems that help people manage their money on fair terms with less admin. That's what Neo consumers are looking for. Home and Place has two categories: Architect and Spatial Designer of the Year and Residential Developer of the Year. This is a new pairing in the awards, and the timing feels right. Car Design wins Architect and Spatial Designer with 14 out of 15. High function beauty, spaces that raise capability and pleasure, treating clients as aesthetic adults. Austin Maynard Architects and Breathe Architecture were the finalists. The Insight, design wins when it not only produces beauty, but also increases agency. Homes and spaces that make life feel better, not just look better. Nightingale Housing takes Residential Developer of the Year, also with 14 out of 15. Housing is a social product, design-led, livable, and aligned to the decade's constraints. Neo Metro and Assemble were close. 2026 rewards developers who treat housing as a backdrop for life, a lived system of long-term utility, lower friction, and dignity at higher density. Now, across Home and Place, the shared insight is this: the best homes and neighbourhoods in 2026 are designed for capability and livability, not just appearance. The premium is shifting from aesthetics to function, how easily a space is created and how well it lets you actually live in it. Digital Life has one category: Digital Life Partner of the Year. This is the category that perhaps best captures the moment we're in. Canva wins Digital Life Partner of the Year with 14 out of 15. Creation as a system, fast, tasteful, and friction light in the AI agent era. Apple and Atlassian were the finalists. The Insight, the AI era rewards tools that reduce effort while preserving standards and wonder. Delegation by default, privacy by design. Canva does this better than almost anyone else. Now, mobility, one category, Auto Brand of the Year, and once again, Volvo wins Auto Brand of the Year with 13 out of 15. Future forward without cliche, restraint, safety, and mature confidence. Polestar and Genesis were really close behind. The direction for mobility, from ownership to optionality. Safety and seamless access systems beat performance theatre for Neo consumers. And finally, energy. One category, Energy Partner of the Year. Amber Electric wins Energy Partner of the Year with 14 out of 15. This is energy as agency, making solar, EVs, and real-time pricing feel controllable, not mysterious. PowerShop and Octopus Energy were the finalists. Energy is becoming a controllable household system, and the brands that win are the ones that make that feel straightforward, not complex. Before I end, I want to show you something exciting we released last year. It's the AI operating system we've built to put Neo intelligence to work for clients, on demand. This is the Neo operating system, 8 agentic AI tools, each one purpose-built around a specific commercial need. Find, that's customer tagging and mapping, identifying and locating your Neo cohort in your first-party data and across every postcode. Review, brand and creative diagnostics, reviewing your brand and creative assets through the Neo lens. Design, proposition and persona engines, value propositions and Neo lifestyle personas. Optimize, campaign optimizer and problem solver, improving performance before you press go. 8 tools, 1 connected system. The model is self-service. Clients hold a token bank. They deploy tokens across whichever agents they need in any order as priorities shift. There's no locked-in sequence. If tokens run low, they can top up at any time. It's designed to give clients real flexibility, not a fixed consulting retainer, not a project-by-project engagement, continuous self-serve access. That brings the Neo Brand Awards for 2026 to a close. If any of what you've seen is relevant to how you're thinking about your brand, whether that's the awards or the operating system, reach out to me. See you next time.